that's going to be very difficult?
Me?
I,
The person that gives that is and we have to pass some meat on it. It's like we can't just go do something.
right. It doesn't right. That's an old building and everything.
So,
Yeah, so come on, Spirit.
right.
Yeah, right. Do for us what we cannot do for ourselves.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm not really anxious. And I got the email. And then I'm like, okay, this,
Yeah.
it's not, it's a community. It's more than enough.
Yeah.
It's way more than enough. Right.
Don't get anxious. Try not to get anxious. It's not yours. Not yours.
Thanks for all you do. Thank you.
He likes it. Oh, you have water.
I have water. Thanks, Richard. It's a very
We had a conversation last week about finding other people to have. That's used to do it, and she did a very good job. It is, and I'm just telling you. I know.
I have a list of things I'm trying to work on right now.
Well, I'm just, this just
Yes,
an FYI.
it's in the back of my mind.
Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Good morning. Well, please stand if you are able, and we will do our first song. I'm choosing heaven today. Today and every day. All right, so the first time through, we will sing heaven and then love and then joy. Lost my glasses there for a second. You guys know this one?
Okay, perfect. So, I am
choosing love today. Joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. Let's do heaven one more time. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. Beautiful.
Good. We've got it. We've got it. We've got this. We can read the screen thing. We are making huge strides forward, one little thing at a time, adapting to change. Adapting to change. One thing at a time. One moment at a time. We're choosing to adapt to the experience of one change after another. Whatever that might be, change comes in a multitude of forms and figures and opportunities and possibilities. When we remember that we live and move and have our being in the kingdom of heaven, within the realm of that which is good and true and constant, when we know that, when we embody that, we see that we walk in a heavenly experience each day, even in the process of whatever change is taking place in our lives, or whatever's arriving at our doorstep, or whatever's happening around us. The state of heaven is a choice. Living in that state of heavenly awareness as a present state of mind, as a present state of heart, as a present state of well-being. When we are choosing that experience, when we choose to know that when we live in relationship to that awareness, everything shifts and changes in ways that support us, support others, support the things that we do and are doing and will be doing in each moment that proceeds from this one. I live in the kingdom of heaven today. I move within the kingdom of heaven, not a far distant place, but a state of here and now, a reality here and now. No, the world may not be the world as I'd like it to be. The experience in my life might not be as I would like it to be. But I can choose to see that I am living, moving, and having my being in a continuous state of well-being, choosing that heavenly experience. And I don't mean that in a blasé kind of flippant way. I mean it's a state of being when we know that we can't be anywhere but in the midst of God's good. And in that knowing, we welcome you. We welcome all of you who are online this morning or whenever you have the opportunity to be with us. We are so blessed. If you're in Mexico, we know it's not any further away than heart to heart, or mind to mind, or thought to thought. And we are sending you our love and our blessings. Wherever you've been, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Jennifer, I see you. Jennifer's responsible for our peace be still that we see every time we walk in the sanctuary. Jennifer, you are in our thoughts. Thank you for that. It's been years. I don't know how many. I don't remember what year you created it, but 17. Yeah, it's been wild, and what a blessing it is. Anyway, if you're here for the first time, I'm not going to make you do anything weird. Just show me your hand. So, hi. And the weird thing I'm going to ask is tell us your name and where you're from. Heidi. Heidi lives on Guaymas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you know Cleo, fellow Guamian. It's a breed unto itself there. Yes, yes, it is. We welcome you. Anybody here for the first time? I love that you are here when you've been far away and are home again. People who've been traveling the sea, people been somewhere in an airplane, people who've been distant for a time. Thanks for coming home and sharing your time with us, sharing your presence with us. Our daily word this morning is for Sunday, October 27th. I cannot believe that this is true. My very outdated clock, you hear this every year, said this morning was daylight savings time. So my clock said, it's 4 o'clock. And I said, no, it's not. And I've learned how to change you over the years. So next Sunday is daylight savings time. So if you'd like to be on time, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself, because I don't know one from the other exactly, except the words fall back, let go of October this Sunday. And is today potluck Sunday? I've got an extra Sunday in October because I missed one. So my brain is like, no, we've got another. Well, not if today is the 27th of October. And if I'm babbling, I just bear with me. That's how it goes. Who's reading our daily word? Our good friend Richard Treston, come forward and pray our daily word with us. Creative. Morning, Richard.
Thank you. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today's daily word is creative. The creative energy of spirit expresses through me. Stunning visual arts, inspirational music, a brilliant performance. These are all lovely examples of creativity, but they are by no means the only ones. Creativity is the very nature of life. From the most soaring, soul-inspiring instance to the mundane moments that fill daily life. Creative acts abound. Creative activities are prayers in action, a continuation of divine activity in its infinite manifestations. Living is a creative act. It's the way I am in the world, the way I love, the way I relate to all others. Understanding it in this way, I see how I am using my thoughts, feelings, and imagination to create my experiences. I bring my divine gifts to life through my creativity. And from Genesis chapter 1, then God said, let us make humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion. And lastly, from the Sufi mystic Rumi, being happy doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you've decided to live your life with love. Thank you.
Oh, isn't that a great statement? Thank you. Wow. I like that so much. How true is that? So, it's Potluck Sunday. It's just a sudden revelation. Thank you, sir. I know, I missed a week. Now I'm doubly weird. And I'm so happy to be with you. It was not a fun Sunday last Sunday at 3 in the morning. Did Deidre tell you this story? I texted her at 3 in the morning because I knew I couldn't be here. And as it happened, she had just gotten up with an impulse to look at her phone. And she texted me back instantly and said, yes, of course I'll be there. And I just woke up and had this guidance to pick up my phone. And she stepped in. I wrote to Cleo, round about the same. I gave you until 4:15. Another synchronicity. At 8 a.m. Yes.
I had my alarm set for 7, didn't go off. At 8 a.m. I got 2 texts, one from you and one from Ellen. So yours went from 4:20 a.m. to 8 a.m.
And you hustled. Thank you so much for filling in. And our friends, when they show up in the ways they do, particularly when we have something really important we need to do and can't fulfill it. What an incredible gift. So she wrote to me immediately after the service saying, I love to be with the people at USV. They are wonderful, delightful. I had a great time. So thank you for treating her with your love and caring. So potluck, and I'm assuming there's food back there that's going to serve you well. Thank you for the gift of what you bring to share. At the end of the service, we just push the chairs over, set up the tables, and share a meal and camaraderie, companionship, and the experience of being together is a great blessing. The Enneagram series, Instinctual Drives, continues on Tuesday mornings at 11. On the 2nd, which is next week, Jesse Powers is coming to do music for us. Steve Mason will be here. The Strumman sisters will be here. Jesse Powers, just one of those divinely ordered moments in time, was available to come and do a concert. I know sometimes going out, Saturday night, whatever, this one starts at 6 o'clock, which is early enough to be here. Come and drink in the blessing of people who are really, truly creative blessings and inspirations in our lives. So please come. The information's on the inside of your bulletin. And we've got a clip of Jesse Powers singing for us right behind my head.
As I dive in, I'll never meet the
Hi, Unity of Skagit Valley. My name is Jesse Powers, and I am a touring New Thought musician. I live in Columbus, Ohio, but I am coming to visit the Pacific Northwest in just a few weeks, and on November 2nd, I will be there. So November 2nd at 6 p.m., we're having a concert with Steve Mason and the Strumman sisters, and I'm very excited because Steve and I got to connect at the Posies this year, and it was such a pleasure meeting him. So I'll be glad to see him and hear him, and I'm sure you will too. So I can't wait to meet you all on November 2nd at 6 p.m. It's going to be such an uplifting night, and I will see you there.
from the west unto the east.
You may not have understood everything she said, but it's her voice, it's her presence. And everyone who recommended her to us says she's just an extraordinary gift. Have you ever heard her? Do you?
I
Ireland?
haven't. No, not
No.
until a few Sundays ago when we played this. Yeah, she has
Yeah.
a beautiful voice.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for being here, Ms. Ireland. Thank you, Daddy Dearest. We are so grateful for you and for your family.
Thank you.
You are a wonderful blessing.
Thank you.
We hi. We are so happy you're here. Yeah, great. I love a Sunday when we're looking for seating. Where's my chair? Where's my chair, we say. Birthday Bash will be on November 10th for people who have November birthdays. And everything else that we have going on, you can find on the website. And remember now, instead of the Friday newsletter, you are getting it on Saturday called Saturday Spirit to inform you about the things going on here in our church. We welcome you here, we say, on Sunday mornings. We welcome you in the warm and loving spirit of unity and in recognition of our unity with all people and communities of faith throughout the world. In unity, we bless and embrace people of every race, culture, lifestyle, and creed. We honor and celebrate the many paths to God, the many names for God, and the many ways in which we experience God. God by any name, God in any language, God of any prayer. When we speak these words on a Sunday morning, we mean there is a place for all of us in this home, in this community of faith and love. And we come here to learn and to grow about our own spiritual beingness and to learn and to grow in the realization of that beingness. We come to expand our understanding of what our individual spirituality is, what it means to us, how it expresses for us. We come here not to be cookie cutter people of one kind or another. We come here to be family together, all together in the awareness that we live and move and have our beings as unique expressions of spirit, of the one presence, of the one truth. We don't ask that we see things in the same way, but we ask that we are endeavoring to walk a path of spiritual growth and development. And in that, perhaps, to leave behind those aspects of our lives that don't work or no longer work, or that are no longer a part of our understanding, and to embrace a way of being based on the realization that wherever we look, in any moment in time, the living presence of God is present in that place, in that moment, in the midst of that experience. We can pray for all people because we know that every heart that beats is connected to the same heartbeat that is the truth and reality of our lives. We know that by any designation, each one is walking a path of their own unfolding in their unique and perfect way. We do not ask that we would share that same expression. We ask that this be a place of peace and understanding, that this be a place where we can grow and unfold. And so we do not prescribe a particular doctrine or a particular, what do I want to say? I'm sorry, the only word that's coming to mind, box of thinking. Whatever the values are that are in that box, we don't prescribe that. We say, how does Spirit lead you? In the long ago days of unity, more than 100 years ago, more than 150 years ago, as this movement began and was inspired through the direct realization of the presence of God in a woman and in a man and in their lives, they set out to awaken in people who already had spiritual beliefs a deeper understanding of what was possible for people, a deeper awareness and realization of what it meant to be a spiritual being and how God works in and through every individual life. And when Unity started a more organized work, it did so saying, you come from all traditions, and we have things that can support you in your life as you pursue that path. But they also said, let us help you find your spiritual home. So it wasn't about holding on to people or defining a church in a particular way. It was, how can we support you in finding for yourself your spiritual truths, your spiritual values, and their application to your life. And so the initial intent was, if this isn't your home, take what you hear here to be used in your life, in your personal life. Gather the ideas for yourself, and then go about the business of following your own divine guidance, which is within you, to your right and perfect home. And so after all these years, every Sunday morning in Unity churches all over the country, people are coming through the door to say, I'm curious, I'm interested, I want to apply ideas that transform my life. We look around and we see a world that has so much pain and suffering. What can we do, and who can we be to alleviate not only our own suffering, but the suffering of others? How can we be a light in a darkness? How can we shine more brightly in a world that's calling us to be more than we ever dreamed we could be? And so as we come through the door every Sunday morning, we say, you are here not by obligation, but by choice. And you are choosing to hear and practice ideas that can transform your life. And there's not one of us who walks through that door who doesn't experience the kinds of things that we want to continue to grow through, learn from, and experience life from in new and different ways. So welcome, those of you who are new, and those of you who are always faces that we see and are so happy to be with. We give thanks to our service team. If you would like to serve in some way, we would love to have you be a greeter, a kitchen person. You say, I don't want to do the kitchen. Well, somebody's got to do the kitchen. It's just like home. Somebody got to wash those dishes. Somebody got to clean up that mess. And so we take responsibility for serving in all the ways we can. And our youth education department is always welcoming new children. It remains small, but we see the infinite possibility that you've got grandchildren or you've got kids or there are kids out there that would love to be part of our youth team. Having said all those things, you say, well, is it over yet? No, it's no, it's only beginning, my friends. So settle in and let's prepare for a time of meditation and prayer together.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. One more time. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
You're holding and allow yourself to be held by your chair. It's an amazing thing. We sit down and we're still holding on to ourselves even as we're seated in a chair, as though we have to do all the work. As your eyes gently close, if you wish, we invite you to take that journey from the head into the heart. That huge, blessed place of love. The heart is not just the physical organ, it's the very center of your being. And as you travel from your head with all of its goings on and move toward your heart, take a deep breath and allow yourself to let go. And again, a deep breath. And letting go. Imagine that you are settling. 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 Like ripples on a river or a pond. As you breathe and let go, be the ripple as it settles. Allow yourself to just be that rising and letting go. Follow the rhythm. Loving Spirit, we come open and willing to receive the blessings that are flowing in and through us now. We come allowing blessings to move through us and go forth to be for others a light. I breathe in and I know that I am blessed. And I breathe out and I extend that spirit of blessing to all others. I extend my blessing to those who are in the experience of feeling separate, troubled, alone. We see you filled with light and overflowing guidance at work within you and all around you. I breathe in blessings as they pour through my being. I know that blessings come to me in so many ways, seen and unseen. We live in a shower of radiant blessings. And we allow ourselves the gift of knowing that not just in our tiny mind space, but in the big expanse of our true being, we are constantly blessed with all we need. The healing presence of life, radiant life, moves in and through us from center to circumference and beyond. I live and move and I flow in and with the presence and power of pure life. It fills my body, it fills my mind, it fills my heart and my soul. Healing, healing, radiant healing through the source within me, through the spirit within me, with the truth of my very nature. I overflow with the blessing of healing. A new power moves in and through me now. I accept and receive it. It flows in and through and as me and around me as a light that guides my way. I hear Spirit speak in me, guiding me, leading me to the right and perfect, the right and perfect highest good. And I accept that wisdom. I listen and I hear when Spirit speaks. Today I trust. I trust in the power of divine wisdom at work within me and at work in our world. I trust that there is a perfect order that remains unseen but ever present. I know it's at work in my life, but I know it's at work in our world, and that I can be in trust, live in faith, in the knowing that God's goodness is ever present in all ways and in all things. In this realization, I breathe and let go and allow the power of the one presence to be made manifest in and through me now, in and through us now, in and through all of us now. We give thanks. We pray from a firm foundation of knowing that where God is, all is well, and where God is everywhere, in this breath and in all things. And so it is. Amen.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. When all fear and worry fall away from me, I open my eyes and see there is only love. love will set us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I fear I've lost my way, then I go inside and quiet my mind. I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love will set us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love will set us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Yeah. There was a man who lived in Istanbul, a poor man. One night he dreamed vividly of a very great treasure. In a courtyard, through a door, he saw a pile of blazing jewels heaped up by the side of an old man with a beard. In the dream, a voice told him an address, 3 Stasinopoulos Street, Cairo. Because he had learned enough to trust his dream visions, he went on a long, arduous journey to 3 Stasinopoulos Street in Cairo. One day, many years later, he came to that doorway, entered through it into a courtyard full of light, saw the old man from his dream sitting on a bench, went up to him and said, I had a dream many years ago. And in the dream, I saw you sitting exactly where you are sitting now. And I saw this great heap of treasure by you. I have come to tell you my dream and to claim my treasure. The old man smiled, embraced him, and said, how strange. I had a dream last night that under a bed in a poor house in Istanbul, there was the greatest treasure I have ever seen. At that moment, the poor man saw that what he had been looking for all those years was really under his own bed, in his own heart, at the core of his own life. I had a dream that the greatest treasure would be somewhere else, we say. I had a dream that the greatest treasure was in that place, or another place, or in another experience, in another relationship, in another life, in another world, in another dimension, in another car, another job, another. I dreamed that my treasure was in something somewhere that wasn't where I was, and there I should keep looking for whatever that was that would satisfy a need that was present in me all along, a need to come to the place where the greatest treasure lives. I was talking earlier about the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within you, said Jesus. The kingdom of all treasure, the kingdom of all well-being, the kingdom of all peace and possibility is within you. But we don't believe it enough to give up this sense that if I were somewhere or in some way different than the place where I am, the treasure would be present there, the gift, the awakening, the illumination, the goodness. If I only, if and when, and then I could have peace. Then I could have peace. Then I could live in a state of ease, a state of, what? True fulfillment. If only not that. If only then. And then it happens, and we're there, and we discover that it wasn't that. It was where we are in the experience we're living now. And yes, there are things to be let go, and inspiration is constantly creation. Creativity is constantly moving us forward, constantly prompting us, and yet prompting us toward the very thing we already have, which Paul said is Christ in you, your hope of glory, your own divine nature, your own fullness, wholeness, constant fullness, wholeness within. Never went away. It existed before you put on a body and covered up that light that you are and believed that you were something less than a holy being, living in the world, walking in the world in fullness. But the teachings are so strong that lead us to a belief in separation and distance and somewhere else. I am always plagued, I personally am always plagued by a desire for that something, that perfect something. I still, after all these years of work and teachings and ideas and teachers and places and experiences, many years ago not that many years ago. There have been a lot of years, but not that many. It was like 1999, only yesterday. I was invited to be part of a spiritual journey to India and to be part of a group of people who were going to be with the Dalai Lama off and on for a week in teachings. And I was invited to be a witness. There were all these big name folks who were going to be there, the Gene Houstons and all the big name folks of that time were there. And it was just, they had a place, and somebody suggested me, and I was invited to go. So a friend and I arranged that our journey would take us beyond just the time with with the Dalai Lama in Dharamsala into other areas of India to explore. So it's early one morning, because if you're going to go to the Taj, you would like to go really before the sun just comes up at dawn. So we go in the dark, and in the experience of that, then would be there as the sun was rising on the Taj with the pink and the purple and the glory of the Taj Mahal at dawn. Cleo, can you check? Thank you. So, you know, all hyped and ready, makeup on, everything good to go. It's fine, just, it's fine. So this is a big deal to see the Taj at dawn, a big deal. I have a picture of it in my office. And I'm like, this is going to be the biggest thing yet. Now, we'd already been with the Dalai Lama for a week. That was as big as it could get, you know, personal experience with the Dalai Lama. And in that, now we're on to the next big thing. So I walk in the gate, I find a bench. Thank you. I sit down, and the first of the beggars for the day come to want their daily alms. And I am like wanting to be alone in the perfection of the day with my Taj Mahal, because I'm going to have some big deal experience today. And I've been dealing with the beggars in Dharamsala and around, and so it wasn't like it hadn't happened. It was just my perfect moment. It was like, I only have an hour here, and I don't want to spend it like this, you know? I'm going to go up, I'm going to touch the building, I'm going to go inside, take off my shoes, I'm going to experience the glory of this. I never got near the actual building. I never got to touch it. It was like all of a sudden there was this flood of obstacles. Just one thing after another. There were people everywhere. You couldn't. All of a sudden the sun came up and the world was flooded with what I called in that moment obstacles, you know, something in the way of what I wanted. Not obstacles, just people. And I'm generally good about that. I can pretty much center in, and, you know, I'd been with the Dalai Lama. I probably was really a radiant being in that moment, trying to beat people off who had encircled me and wouldn't back off. What I remember about that morning was I missed it. I missed it. Like, I missed it. Like you could miss it, right? What did I miss? I missed my own program. I didn't miss anything. I missed my own, this is the way our things are supposed to work when we believe in divine order or divine love or all of the characteristics that are a part of our innate life. So we had to go. We had drivers waiting for us, and my friend came, and he had the Taj. He'd been inside. He took off his shoes. He touched the building. He got up close and personal. And I thought, you know, this is just not the way shrines, temples, churches, people, holy things are supposed to work. They're supposed to like lift you into another place, and I'm crying because I'm not getting what I want. Did I see the Taj? Absolutely. Did I see the fountains? Absolutely. And the ponds. Ted, you've been there. It's so beautiful there. I missed my own peace. I wasn't missing anything out there. I was missing my own peace. And who made the decision about what kind of a day it was going to be? I missed my own. It was there for me to settle in, to be in that opening, that possibility. When we think about life and the way it works, we think that there's somewhere we can go to get closer to our good, to the divine. If I could get closer, a more intimate relationship with the divine, closer. If I could just get closer in that holy union state, I wouldn't have had a week of mold and tear out and tear down and upset and chaos and craziness in my house if I just did it right. But where are you going to do it right? I mean, where are we going to go to, quote unquote, have it be right? You've been to places that were going to be right. This will be the right thing. This will be the magic. So, in that, reading Eric Butterworth again in this little series I've been doing, he said, your mind is an extension of, an expression of, an identity within the all-knowing infinite mind of God. Your mind is an extension of, an expression of, an identity within the all-knowing infinite mind of God. It's nowhere else. Your mind, going to do it one more time, is an extension of, an expression of, an identity within. Your mind is an identity within the all-knowing infinite mind of God. It's nowhere else. There's nowhere to go. You can't go to shrine and get any closer. You can't go to church and get any closer. As I always say, God is in a church simply because people are there. Of course, that's being a little whimsical, but the point is, God is here because you are here as far as you're concerned, and that's vitally important. The point is, God is here because you are here as far as you're concerned. That's vitally important. You can't get out of it. But wherever spirit is at all, the whole of spirit must be. The whole spirit, the whole of healing, the whole of substance, the whole of guidance, the whole of creativity is present because you are present. Not because you are perfect, not because you're in the right place at the right time, not because you conquered the mountain or found yourself in a shrine or a church or someplace else that was holy, with someone or something that was holy. he's saying something so important. There's nowhere to go. You can't go to a shrine and get any closer. You can't go to a church and get any closer. As I always say, God is in a church simply because people are there. What does he mean? He means if you're sitting in that seat, God is here. But God is here anyway. In the walls, in the breathing, in the coffee maker, in the whatever it is, in the totality, the whole is present wherever you are. You don't have to go to the faraway places to find the place where you can find peace. You might need to go outside. You might need to take a good deep breath and settle in. But is it going to get you any closer other than through your own opening into the realization of what is already present and has always been so? Yeah, it expands you into a place where you can receive that which you already are. That's not the place. It's anything that allows you inwardly to drop into an awareness of the wholeness that is the truth that never changes of you. The wholeness. You can't get out of it. You can't get out of your own wholeness. What gets out of my wholeness? My mind. What goes away from my wholeness? My thoughts. What goes away from my belief in what is already present? My own thought denying experiences about if I only had that, it would be better. Instead of, I find the wholeness in the place I stand, because I am open to the expansiveness of the truth of my own being and nature. And nothing can take that away. You can't get out of it. But wherever spirit is at all, if there is spirit present at all, this is like a huge declaration of dedication, if you will, to your own journey. You, wherever spirit is at all, is not a bit and a piece and a bite or an absence. If spirit is present, the whole of spirit is present. Where you are. And not just you. All of the yous and all of the others who are also extensions of the yous of which we call the eachness within the allness. The whole spirit is present as the truth of your being. The whole spirit is the truth of your being. It's not absent. You were not forgotten. You didn't get a piece of it. You didn't lose it. You can't find it. It's present as is, as always is, as has always been, as can only be. You are whole as you are, in a state of perfection, created in that which we call the divine image and presence of the One. The whole of healing. Does that mean my body's going to be like out picturing perfection? Well, maybe. Maybe. But maybe not. But does that mean that I am not healed? That I am not whole? Because I've got a this or a that or a something else? Does that mean I missed my experience to be whole? and healed because I should have been in the shrine, or I should have been in the temple, or I should have meditated more, or I should be more aware, or I should be more awake, or I should be a better student. No, the whole of healing. You are already whole. Because it can't be any other way, he said. The whole of substance, that which is the creative energy of the universe that is constantly moving forward and gestating in you to give birth to something higher, greater, more all the time from within you. I've been to the mountaintop. I've been to the holy places. I've seen the great ones. I've explored the depths of it. And it always comes back to what is with me? What about the me of me? And then it shifts, and I suddenly realize, oh, I was too busy thinking about me to recognize the wholeness that was present in the moment. The perfection of it. Are you still here? The whole of guidance. The whole, if spirit is present at all, the whole of guidance is with you, expressing as wisdom, as perfect order. The whole of creativity is present because you're present. You couldn't be here if that were not true. I don't mean in this place. I don't even know if I mean in this body. You couldn't be here if you were not that wholeness expressing as the oneness that is the allness made manifest in the eachness, which is the all of us. We can believe it, we can deny it, we can have 1,000 reasons why we won't accept it. You know, it's not getting easier. It's not getting any easier. And most of us are not getting any younger. And we look at ourselves and we look at condition. We look at the condition of our life in some way or another. But the reality is the one condition we really want to be looking at is the inner condition of our own mind, heart, body, and being, our spirit. What we really want to see is that which is within us, and allow the imprisoned splendor, as the poet says, to be expanded into where we stand in this moment in time. If there is a God, we say, if there is a God, if there is a God, and I pray right, I can make things happen. Well, you've tried that long enough, haven't you? There is a God. And things are happening in their right and perfect order right now, where you are, as you are, in the experience of your living. We can find the shrine, we can go to the temple. It is inspiring. But you walk away and you're still you. In an invitation to let that take you deeper and higher in your own experience of the divine within you. A man has lain by the pillars in the temple, Jesus comes along with the boys, as I call them, the boys. Jesus and the boys walking along. I know. And here's a guy like, hello! Jesus stops, looks at him, and the guy said, I want to be well. I want to be well. And Jesus said, you've heard me tell this story many different ways. How long have you been laying there? 38 years. 38 years. Jesus looks at him. He just looked at him. He didn't deal with the condition. He didn't buy into the story. He didn't hang out for hours trying to psychoanalyze why this guy had spent 38 years. The guy said, you know, I try to get down to the healing water, but when the angels are stirring the water, I can't get there in time because I can't get there. Jesus is like, you want to be made well? You can hear a dialogue. Are you sure you want to be made well? Like, are you clear that you're willing for a life beyond the life you've known? Are you willing to move into your own perfect wholeness in this moment, your own divine nature and reality? He said, your faith has made you well. Take up your bed and walk. The guy jumped up and danced away. He thought Jesus healed him. Jesus recognized his wholeness. He didn't care about the story. He didn't care about the history. He didn't care about what the guy thought about. It was like, where are you putting your attention and your intention? And what are you living from? And the guy, it was immediate. He didn't touch him, he didn't mess with him. And he and the boys kept walking. It was like, yep, of course you're whole. Check, exactly, exactly. It's ours. It's a matter of living into and from it. It's a matter of being with it and being in acceptance of it. Your job is the one who lives here, and things seem to change when you live in that sense of already being part of what you most deeply and profoundly need. You are a whole. Your faith. Your faith has made you whole. Already whole. Not tomorrow, not next week, already whole. Let's receive our offering. We have food to eat. We have things to do. We have dancing to do. Dancing, talking, rejoicing, loving, living, being. I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. As we share our gifts, our tithes, our love offerings, we do so in the spirit of love, but in the flow of spirit. Spirit is substance. Spirit is abundance. Spirit is that which is constantly flowing in more ways than we can imagine. I give joyfully and easily. I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature, and so it is. Here they come. Here they come. Oh. Hi, you. Hi, Cadence. Hi, baby boy. What are you going to be for Halloween?
Firefighter.
What's he going to be?
Firefighter.
You're going to be a firefighter?
I'll go in fire truck.
On the fire truck. Yes, indeed. Hi. Let's bless our children. Children of light, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. We do. And our prayer for protection is coming down. What? She's a fairy. Do you think it's true? Yeah. Yes, there we are. Oh, it's unfolding for you right before your eyes. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And all is well. So remember, we're going to do our peace song in a circle, and we're going to move our chairs over, get those tables up, and have some lunch. Wait. Lynn wants something. What? We're handled. Make our circle. Let's sing together.